Star Trek Online, friends. We shall continue our playthrough on the Romulan character as I go through Kabali Prime. Dun 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 dun. Meow, 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 meow. La, la. Soon they will know the true power of me. Showed you the triage game. Oh yeah. Do do do. Dun dun dun. Let's see. Da da da. Da da da.
We're hanging in there, but we could use your help.
Father said you need more support.
Yes, thank you for coming. One of our bases has been overrun. That facility contained research vital to our cause. Could you go to the base, recover the data, and bring it to one of our forward command posts? One of our scientists will be there waiting for you.
I'll recover the data from the overrun base. Do 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 do. Na na na. Do do. Okay. Da-da. So sometime in April, I guess they're going to be doing a skill point revamp. Should be interesting. Where it's going to be a little bit more like the specialization system, where it's basically point buy rather than tick based. Communications break down. I don't know exactly what the shield dome ability does for you. I imagine it's something like a rough bonus to your damage resistance. Essentially reducing the amount of damage coming to you rather than reducing the amount of damage you take, like your shields do. I don't know why they don't let you field an entire party on this map. Of course we're dead. Because they decided to give them way too much damage output. I'm sorry, they really made the Vodwar do way too much freaking damage per shot. It's ridiculous how much damage they can do. Because there's no way you'll ever be able to do damage equal to it. And since a lot of their damage is kinetic, your shields don't even matter. Good lord. That fight took longer than I expected. Like I said, I like the idea of this constant battle zone, but I think they really made the enemies a bit too damaging when you consider the numbers you're having to fight. It's especially messed up when you consider the fact that I have basically a maxed out commando chain, which should be giving me a lot of advantage on the ground.
Thank goodness you're here. You've recovered the data from our lost base? Excellent. I knew you could get the job done. Now, we need your expertise on several issues we're encountering.
Okay.
Excellent. This will go a long way toward our efforts to build better defenses against the Vodwar. Do not hesitate to bring us more information from the towers, should you come across it.
Congratulations, Admiral.
The scientists in our camp can use your help. We are examining the bodies of fallen Vodwar and are encountering a type of chemical we have never seen before. We're hoping you may have the resources to identify what the chemical is. Okay. Scan the Vodwar. Your scans pick up a foreign chemical in the Vodwar's bloodstream and DNA. The chemical does not appear to enhance anything in the Vodwar's physiology, but there are some traces of Kabali signatures in the chemical patterns. Send findings to your ship for analysis. We've received the data. These are interesting. The presence of the Kabali-like structure gives me an idea. I'm going to run a quick simulation that replicates the genetic virus that the Kabali used to turn corpses into living Kabali. Aha, that's what I thought. The Vodwar have injected themselves with the chemical to prevent the Kabali from turning them into, well, Kabali. It's highly experimental, somewhat volatile, but it works. If the Vodwar perfected it and managed to inject it into the stasis pods beneath the temple, they could stop the Kabali from taking their people. Interesting. I'll take this data to the field commander.
Excellent work. We've already lost several scouts assigned to search the Vodwar bases for this information. Oh no! This could be devastating. The Vodwar intend to destroy our ability to reproduce. We need more information about this chemical. Of course we are. What else would we do? We give the fallen a chance to be reborn. And now that the Vodwar are attempting to eliminate our entire species, we must take every opportunity to expand it. We have already lost several scouts trying to get this information. Now we need to focus our efforts on obtaining samples of this chemical. We have no scouts to spare, so you will have to take up the charge to recover chemical samples, either from dead Vodwar or canisters left in the field.
Are you certain your other scouts are dead?
We have reports that they may still be alive. However, we have to act fast on this new lead. If we do not strike now and gather more samples, the Vaadwaur could potentially stockpile more of these capsules. It is an incredible decision, but we must consider the future of our people. Our scouts knew the dangers of their mission.
So basically, you get a choice between whether or not you want to rescue scouts, or you want to get the chemical composites. I think I've done this one. Yeah, because I did that one. Haven't done this one yet. So we'll get to that one eventually. I do love the fact that they're technically one level higher than me. Unfortunately, you have to go to specific predetermined corpses to get the sample, so you can't just kill Vaadwaur to get all the samples, which I think is kind of silly, but that's just me. I don't know why so many races use Polaron weapons in this game. Maybe Polaron weapons just work better in the Delta Quadrant. We have several samples that can be used for further study. While searching the bodies, I noticed some of the pads coordinates to an abandoned Vaadwaur base nearby. We may be able to get more information about the chemicals there. I imagine we're going to be attacked by the Vaadwaur here. Summon my battle horta.
I'm here with reinforcements. We have to form a plan of attack. I'll try to override the console. We need to get these shield generators working.
Doo-doo. I'm guessing shield technology has just gotten better by this point in the Star Trek universe, because they didn't used to be able to do these small scale shields as well as they can in here. Which I guess makes sense. I mean, after one major war like the Dominion War, their weapons tech probably progressed quite a bit. Repel final Vaadwaur waves.
Console is all yours. Get all the data.
Have you found anything? If that's true, then the Vaadwaur intend to infect everyone on the planet, living and dead, with this virus. If they succeed, it could mean the extinction of the Kabali people. I'll stay here to gather more data. Recommend you inform the Kabali immediately.
Commander, the Vaadwaur plan to spread an anti-Kabali serum to all species.
We can't let this happen. The Vaadwaur clearly want more than this planet. They want to drive us to extinction. Please, take this news to General Kinnell. We've repaired the transporter at this base, so you should be able to come and go as you please.
Kabali City. I'm still under the opinion that based on what I've seen here, I think the Kabali are a substrate of the Vaadwaur, which is why they would find this place as their homeworld.
The Vaadwaur plan to make all organisms immune to rebirth? They have gone far beyond what I thought they were capable of. This is no mere war. This is an attempted genocide. I will inform the members of the Alliance at once. We may need to move battle operations forward to combat this new threat. We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world. Our forward base in the hills has new information regarding the Vaadwaur's chemical attack plans. Can you meet with Hanshin Sadalor about this new intel? I imagine, given our track record, that this will not be as easy a task as it sounds. We can't stop until the Vaadwaur...
Okay. Let's see. Is this kit better than my current kit? 3 medical, 2 research. It does seem to be a bit better. If only because it'll give me some better armor, which is something I really need right now. Is this better than the current weave armor I have? Physical damage resistance, kinetic damage resistance. No, I think what I have right now is technically better. Biofilter sweep, cryo, dampening shield, endothermic, C modulator, stubborn, and there. Basically I'm getting it because it increases my armor rating, and I kind of need that extra armor rating right now. To Hillside Base. Wonder if I could get a command and intelligence officer. Let's see. It's intelligence. Command. She's intelligence as well. Do I have a tactical command officer? Yes, Rokta. Gonna beam off the planet real quick, and then beam back down. And so I can switch my party members. Might go in and swap around weapons and gear. Let's see, what has he got? Currently has polyweave armor, and she has polyweave. Da da da. Let's see how well she works out with this recoil compensating armor. Hillside Base. Commander, the General said you had some news?
Yes, I do. The Vaadwaur have data on their project, somewhere in the hills. Our scouts attempted to recover more information, but they never made it back to base. The data should still be on them. It's a grim task, but could you recover the data and then search for information on the chemicals?
See what I can do. Figure, why not grab a command and intelligence officer for this? They might be able to do some interesting things. Tachyon stream. Okay. Yeah, basically this is a mini game. You just gotta disarm these mines. And of course, there's occasional dead Kabali scouts here that you can find data off of. Like I said, I like the concept of it being a continuous battle zone, but I think they made the VOD War just a little too powerful in terms of their damage output. Alright. Okay. Okay. Gotta find another dead Kabali. Cover data from dead Kabali scout. The reason why it's called Serpent Slayer when you kill a bunch of them is 'cause I'm pretty sure the Vaadwaur evolved from snakes of some sort, which is why they got kind of the hooded thing on their neck. I have analyzed the data and determined that the details it details part of the composition of the anti-Cabali viruses. This data is split into 3 parts. Hit each one on a separate base. If we could recover all 3 of them, we would have enough details on the chemical strain to create a counter-agent. Nice, he just did Mind Drain on one of them. I mainly switched to him because he's got some nice, unique attack traits that he can use. And like I said, as a science officer, as a intelligence officer, he's got a few unique tactics he can use. Recover data. And recover data. It seems that having the extra armor has seemed to help in keeping myself alive here. And maybe that's just what I needed, extra armor. Okay, fucking hell. Jesus Christ! And that is why I hate the Vaadwaur as an enemy. They just do more damage than they have any reason to be able to fucking do. And there's so many of them and they're constantly respawning. Like, this whole area is basically a meat grinder, and not in the fun way. It's like the Tuba Whores without all the fun parts. Like I said, as soon as I got the mission complete, beamed in a whole bunch of new troops. It's not even that each individual Vaadwaur is all that damaging. It's that they just respawn so fast and so many at once that you never get a time to catch your breath long enough to move and do what you need to do. frustrating more than anything.
Excellent. We've been wondering when we would hear from anyone else. And having some place the Vaadwaur haven't found yet has been extremely valuable. Unfortunately, there's still more work to do. We have key components of the strain, but we still need one last thing before we can create an antivirus.
Your information on the Vaadwaur's anti-Cabali research has been invaluable. But in order for it to work, we need a sample of the original strain of the virus. We know that the base near us has the original strain of the virus stored, but we don't have the strength to assault it. Would you lead the charge to get the original strain?
It's always weird when you have that kind of thing happen. Clear the base of all the Vaadwaur. be some sort of lethal chemical. Ah, chemical warfare. Old and dirty. Even Klingons won't engage in chemical warfare. Hell, I don't even think Ferengi, as dirty fighters as they are, would use chemical warfare because it's too much of a potential lost profits. Tier 4 award. Da, 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 da. We received the data on the chemical, sir. Examine now. According to our readers, the chemical you encountered is designed to reverse the Kabali rebirth process. The virus acts within seconds. Once the Kabali is affected, there is no recovery. Interestingly enough, in some ways, the virus resembles treatments the Doctor used to temporarily restore a Voyager crew member who was revived by the virus. According to the data, this Kabali killer chemical was meant to wipe out all Kabali on the planet. The anti-Kabali chemical worked to ensure that any Kabali they missed would not be able to continue their species. The Vaadwaur want to kill the Kabali off as fast and efficiently as possible. No loose ends. Can an immunization be made? Yes, but it would take some time. We have to coordinate with Captain Drala, Captain Kim's crew to do what we can. According to the data you recovered, the Vaadwaur have a large amount of the chemicals stored at their main base and are planning on unleashing on the Kabali. Your orders: begin to work on the counteragent and I'll speak with the Kabali. Ah, crap. Oh, good. The people who were there are still there. Hurrah.
The Vaadwaur have a chemical that can instantly kill us. I don't even know how to respond anymore. I can only hope you all can come up with an immunization to it soon. I will rally our soldiers. We will need to make an all-out attack on their main base and stop the Vaadwaur before they can complete their horrible work. Speak with me again soon. Hopefully, we'll be ready to begin the assault there. We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world.
So now we have a new duty officer who's a Kabali. It's kind of cool.
Our time to strike is now, before the Vadwar can deploy their main chemical payload. We would like you to be a part of the assault squad. Your first step will be to take and secure the Vadwar forward base in the mountains. Capture the base, and then meet with our squad in one of our hidden outposts in the mountains. They'll brief you on the next step. Move fast. We do not know when the Vadwar will begin releasing their chemical payload. We can't stop until the Vadwar...
So, hidden base. How about instead of running right face first into the enemy's fortification, we go the other way around? Gotta keep holding this point until it's time to move to the next point. Oh yeah. Weaken their defenses. Oh yeah. Someone's literally playing Admiral Lita? Nice. Wonder if that means you can get her as a party member. I'm gonna see if that's something you can earn from like the reputation system or something. So replaying that mission's a good way to earn a little bit of Iconian marks. Excellent work. Victory is close now. We need to destroy the stored chemicals and take the final command post. We're about to win a major battle in the war, Admiral. With our last breath. This is it, Admiral, the final push. The Vodwar chemicals are up the hill. The base is heavily fortified. It'll be up to you and whatever forces you can muster to go after the Vodwar. Our forces will stay behind and hold off Vodwar attacks from their base behind us.
Until our people are returned and the Kabali pay for their actions. Until I see every Kabali dead in the streets. The Vatwa shall be born. I will make sure of it. I will not forsake my people to the fate of these disgusting creatures. Impossible. My people. I am sorry.
The immunization is complete. The Kabali are no longer harmed by Vaadwaur chemical attacks.
But the Vaadwaur will return at any moment. I suggest we pull back to the city.
Agreed. We need to deal with the Kabali using the Vaadwaur for rebirth.
Captain Kim, that is not our concern. The Prime Directive is clear on this.
The Vaadwaur were trying to exterminate them. The Kabali are trying to eliminate the Vaadwaur by absorbing their culture. I understand the Prime Directive, but we're already here. We're already involved. And the results of the Kabali's actions are no different than the Vaadwaur's.
You have a point, Captain Kim, but I believe it would be better discussed in a more secure location.
Agreed. We'll give you an escort to the city.
Can't thank you enough for all your help. The war will continue, but now we have the upper hand. We're trained, and we're prepared to finish the fight. We have only one more topic to discuss. What should we do with the stasis pods we currently hold?
Okay, let's go into here. Privacy settings. And we'll switch to this.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur leave our world. Thank you for all your help. I believe it is time we discuss what to do with the remaining Vaadwaur stasis pods. Our lead scientist wishes to speak with you within the temple about the problem. I believe Captain Kim wishes to be present as well. I suggest talking to him first.
It's a pretty good shield.
We can't stop until the Vaadwaur.
Can I beam right? Ah, there we are. Wrong temple, I guess. That's mailbox. So I guess I do have to talk to Kim.
The Kabali have invited us to their temple to discuss the status of the Vaadwaur stasis pods. Are you ready to go?
Begin our transfer piece. Na, na, na.
Thank you for meeting us here. We have spoken with delegates from the Alliance and have come to an agreement about the Vaadwaur. We will cease reviving Vaadwaur from stasis pods that are failing and ensure the upkeep on said pods. Yes, I have come to see that now. We will release the remaining Vaadwaur from their pods once their current forces have shown us that we can come to a peaceful solution. In the meantime, we shall continue to use this area as a holding area for non-Vadwar who will become Kabali. Yes, I know it may seem grim to you, but for us, it's sacred. This shall be a place where those who have lost their lives await to have a new life given to them. In time, we will fill this hall again with those who can earn another chance at life. We are sending scouting ships to several planets that the Vadwar have attacked. With the permission of their people, we will take the victims of the Vadwar and give them a second chance at life. Our hope is for this to lead to new alliances with the other species of the Delta Quadrant.
Which is why I think a Kabali faction could work as a fourth faction set in the Delta Quadrant. And you can even work in them getting like traits based on who their original race was and all that jazz.
Are you ready to leave? I think we've done everything we can. Thank you again for everything you've done. I'm relieved that we've cleared this up and can move forward with the Cabal. Let's head back to the city.
Don't worry, Harry. I'll take good care of you.
Dun dun dun! That's totally not gonna come back. There's totally not a mission involving that little scene. Totally.
It will be difficult for us not to honor the Vadwar fallen with rebirth, but I believe this is for the best. We shall do what we can to promote our culture in a way that can also help others. Perhaps then we can avoid future misunderstandings. We'll still be in this fight against the Vadwar for some time, but at least now we have hope for a future without war. Thank you. We can't stop until the Vadwar leave our world.
Ooh, medical tricorder. 13, that'd be a good one to have. Let's see what I got here. Biofilter sweep. Vascular regenerator. Nanite. Let's see. Pop on medical tricorder. Let's see, is this better than my current shield? Yeah, I'd say so. See. Anybody need an upgrade to their armor? Ha ha. See, which shield is better? This one. Does anybody need a better shield? This guy needs a better shield. Okay. Episodes. Delta. Federation starship, the USS Voyager, stirred this area of space. Their experience has helped embolden an enemy. The species in the Delta Quadrant has taken more efforts to travel across parts of space. Unfortunately, some of them have not found common ground among each other. We need this region stabilized, or threats like the Iconian or the Undead will march through the sphere gateways into the Alpha Quadrant. Your task is to survey where the political winds are blowing, and more knowledge we have, the better. We will be able to react to the situation out there. Okay. With friends like these. Excuse me. Let's see. We'll go to this one first, since it's the furthest away. But yeah, that's why I said it could take 2 or 3 streams to get through all this, because it's just very long segments in this story arc. And it was the second true expansion to the game, as they like to refer to it, on occasion. Showdown. The Benthans have detained a Malon ship. We should see if the Benthans require our help. Plot course for Benthan's ship and opening hailing frequencies. Good to see you, Admiral. I do not believe we require assistance. Our sensors have detected several containers of restricted substances on this vessel. My agents are aboard the ship to confiscate the contraband and detain any parties. This case is clear and the matter is settled. Understood. Please, you have to help me. I was framed. I bought these goods from a Ferengi merchant. He gave me a good price. I'd gladly hand them over, but don't arrest me, I'm begging you. Go to Red Alert. Prepare for Hazari's arrival. Stay out of our way. We are here for the goods on that ship. Our contract does not specify any violence. So give us the containers and everyone will live to see tomorrow. Ahuktur. Open channel to the Banthans. Perhaps we can work something out. Granada, you are hereby deputized to assist the Benthan Authority. You will assist us in ensuring the criminal and his crew are brought to justice. Arm your weapons and commence your attack. The Hazari are claiming they have a contract to obtain the cargo. Hazari claims on contraband are irrelevant. Laws on trafficking in the sector of space are clear. We are fortunate we did not find them in possession of the cargo already. Wishing to possess contraband isn't a crime. The Hazari are free to go about their business, but if they interfere with our lawful duties, we are authorized to respond with appropriate force. Captain Zomar has done nothing wrong. We can work this out peacefully. Ah! The law is the law. The captain, whether he wants to admit it or not, is part of a black market trade and trying to hide guilt. There's nothing more than a galactic bounty hunters. They must be stopped for civilization to lawfully continue. We will not ask you again. Arm your weapons and aid us, or join them when we pass judgment. We cannot help you against the Azari. Captain Zomar is innocent. Very well, we will help you. Yeah, he's innocent, so I'm not gonna get involved if I don't have to. I wonder how they're able to invite me to friend requests when I am on the fact that I don't accept them anymore. Sorry about the spammer, future viewers, but not much we can do about them in this game. Okay. / ignore.
Rear shield failing. Target's shield has failed. Hull integrity below 25%.
At 1, 2, 3. Spammers. The most childish of God's creations. I Don't know why I can't get rid of the sign, but okay. Let me just quickly do this.
Rear shield failing.
Change character. That should clear it out. Ah, there we are. And done. It's even more funny is my channel's not even that big, so spamming me gets them nothing. Like, literally nothing. I think when I last did this mission as one of my other characters, I actually had maxed out diplomacy at that point, so I was able to get them to back off. And how the hell did I get killed so fast? Holy crap! Hey, I'm not shooting at the galaxy, just some of it. Sometimes I make peace if I have high enough diplomacy. Yeah, I'm doing alright. Had to deal with a spammer earlier, but that's just part and parcel for my stream. Tried to settle this conflict peacefully, but my diplomacy skill wasn't high enough, so I ended up having to make a choice, and I chose to protect the innocent, and now a bunch of intergalactic cops are trying to kill me. So it would seem. Oh yeah, this is the year 6 anniversary ship. Been using it for, I think, a week or two now on the stream, but it's also been a long time since you were last here. This ship's a little bit penis-shaped, I'll admit. Just a little bit. Surprised you lend us a hand for once. You have my thanks, but not my credits. That was never part of the deal. We'll be on our way as soon as the cargo transport is complete. Xeris, hail Captain Zomer. It's like, yeah, just a tad penisy. The Zari have illegal goods. I'll show that Quinn a thing or two if I ever find him. I'm leaving now. Before the Brentons repair their ships, I won't forget that you helped us today. I apologize and assure you this will not happen again. Brothers will not forget this transgression. I will note your restraint in my report, but also the deviation from the law that your actions made possible. Do not think that the races of the Alpha Quadrant can come into our home, ignore our laws, and not face consequences. This is your first and only warning. We are done here until we meet again. I don't want to leave yet, Xeris. I want to grab my Delta Mark package first. Now we can leave. There we go. Now it's actually moving like it's supposed to. Do do do, nya 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 nya. The spammer's still trying to get to me, but oh well. By just putting random invites and removes from this chat channel. It's like, I just don't get it. It's like you get nothing out of it. I'm not a big enough channel that you can get any kind of notoriety for it. So in the end, it really is quite pointless to even do it. Let's see what we got for here. But it is a tier 6 science ship, and I did not have one yet, so I kind of have to love it. Even if it is a giant, steely colored dong. Admiral, we're getting an incoming message from a Cabali ship in this system. Thank you for responding to our signal, Admiral. We were part of a larger strike sent to destroy this facility. Unfortunately, our team was attacked en route. We're the only ship to make it here. There is no way we can make it out of this facility with a single ship. Can you help us complete our mission? The facility's as good as gone. I have a bad feeling about this. There are 3 satellites near the facility. I recommend that we scan them and see if this is as simple as the Cabali captain claims. Wah, wah, la, 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 la. Nothing amiss about the satellite. See what we can find. This is true. Ah! I merged into the device. Holy shit! Yeah, you're probably right. They can't get any satisfaction out of life, so they're gonna try to steal my satisfaction. I'm getting readings from the satellite. It's an Alliance facility. It's too bad you uncovered our ruse. Ah, the hierarchy. They look like potatoes. Da, da, da. I don't know if you would want to do that with these guys, since they're all like clones, so I imagine they don't taste very good. And it's like, I would accept the trolling if it was clever in any way, but it's not even clever, it's just stupid juvenile shit put into their chat or character names. Now come on, if you're gonna troll, at least troll worth a damn. Okay. Slash ignore. Ignore spammer. At. Number 9. 017. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, I maybe it's just me, but it just seems like internet trolls these days don't try as hard as they used to. They used to legitimately try to get you all heated up. But nowadays it's just, oh, I'm gonna do this name over and over again because it's inane and silly. And it's not like dying means a goddamn thing in here, so even if I die trying to ignore the spammer, I'm not really losing anything. Leaving you to screw up a perfectly profitable enterprise. The hierarchy ran the numbers on this raid, and it was clearly not fiscally worth the effort on our own. It was more cost effective to entice our mutual friends, the Kabali, to offer the job to you. All you need to do is destroy the base, and we'd meet our bottom line. Now I need to recalculate our forecast for the next quarter. Looks like you underestimated us. Our return on investment in this operation is completely outside of our projections. If you don't mind, I will be leaving now, before we can suffer any more loss. Your death will bring us glory. Leave this system before I change my mind. Stand down. Stand down. You're under arrest by order of the Romulan Republic. I see you underestimate the hierarchy, Admiral. Your death will be swift. Perhaps there will be enough left in the wreckage to salvage some profit. Tactical alert. You're like, motherfucker, you're by yourself. It's pretty sad when we can say with a straight face that Beavis and Butthead were more clever than us spammers I deal with on a regular basis. No more hostile contacts with sensors. The Cabali have left the system. Their captain wishes to speak to us via subspace. My sincere apology, Admiral. The hierarchy infiltrated our ship and threatened to cause a core breach if we did not comply with their demands. We had no way to stop the reaction, and they would have known if we had tried to tamper with the device. Fortunately, they were distracted fighting you. We were able to disconnect the device from our systems. It's a very close call. For the sake of my crew, I've decided a hasty retreat was in order. I know our apology isn't much, but it's all we can offer. Hopefully the hierarchy will abandon extortion. If for another reason, then it's becoming financially infeasible. Agreed. Again, our apologize for bringing you into this. Our thanks in allowing us to escape. You're welcome. It's like, you gotta get to the point where it's like, if this one ship captain is constantly costing you money, you'd think you'd stop. You know, if for no other reason than sanity. High density anti-proton rifle. It's not better than my Cabali split beam, but this is okay. Traits. Rifle training. Yeah, this whole setup, this whole story arc is all about the results of Voyagers passing through the Delta Quadrant. How's the sound on your end? To the extent that Robert Picardo's back for this, Tim Russ, Garrett Wong, Jerry Ryan, Ethan, is it Ethan Phillips is Neelix's actor? And a couple of characters from Voyager that were one-off characters are here reprising those actors are reprising that role, like the role of Jet Laya, which is from an episode of Voyager first dealing with the Cabali. Her actress has come back for this game, even if it's only in one mission. Like, of course, Lita's actress came back to voice the Lita Davos simulations, as well as Mirror Lita. The kid who plays Nog, shows up in the next story arc. Well, not Kid, he was actually fairly old when he did the part, but his actor returns. And also in that same story arc, Tom Paris's actor returns to reprise the role. Captain, our sensors are detecting multiple disabled Benthan ships and a Ferengi vessel under attack by Henzari. The Ferengi vessel has already lost shields and engines. I don't think they'll last long. Yours. Hail the Ferengi and Benthan ships. Benthan ships' comm systems appear to be suffered significant damage. Cannot respond. The Ferengi ship has replied with an automated message. Everyone in the Delta Quadrant. Everyone at Quinn's Delta Quadrant Ventures busy at the moment with one of our many clients and cannot come to the comm unit. Your business and your Latinum are important to us here in the Delta Quadrant Ventures. If you would like to leave a message with this automated recording, we will get back to you as soon as we can. If you'd like to stay on the line and hear exciting new business opportunities, 2 strips of Latinum will be billed to your account. Cut connection. Red alert. Target the attacking ships. Yeah. Pretty much, if they use a character from one of the series and they can't get their actor back to voice them, they will not have that character be voiced. They'd rather have the character be silent than not have it be who people think it should be. And he also would point out that George Takei and Walter Koenig, as well as Tim Russ, all do a lot of the fan films that people make. I do believe our spammer is coming up with even more juvenile names. How adorable. We have incoming ships on sensors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I was dead. I should be able to get my crew and ship back to the working order in no time. I guess the people of the Delta Quadrant don't like the way Ferengi make deals. Who knew? Well, I'll be on my way. Places to be, Latin to make, you know. I see. We'll be in the area assisting the Benthans if your crew requires help. Because of course the Ferengi would be like, oh, we have a whole new quadrant to exploit without the oppressive Dominion to get in the way? Thank you, Admiral, for restoring our comms. The Ferengi Damon Quen is a known criminal. Ah, he's inviting me to a fleet map. So that's his new thing he's gonna do. Okay. Known criminal in the sector. Been swindling anyone who comes in contact with. Doing a brisk business in restricted substances besides. Now he's trying to escape as we speak. We are still trying to get our substances on. Stop that Ferengi before he gets away. Da 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 da. Quinn's a liar and a cheat. I appreciate that and his money. Man, the amount of ships you can call as backup as a science officer is kind of absurd. Because not only do you have your normal fleet response that every character gets, you can create a holographic fleet, have fighters, and have distress calls. Thank you for your help detaining the Ferengi is greatly appreciated. We've captured Quinn's ship and his stash of contraband. He got away with his latinum, but losing his ship and cargo will set back his operations. I'm sure he'll find a way to start his business again, but we'll be on the lookout. We'll continue our pursuit of the suspect as soon as our warp drive is operational. Of course. Good luck. According to our scans, the Ferengi vessel contains most, if not all, of his latinum, and a good deal of the contraband besides. We may not have captured Quinn, but I'm sure he considers this whole event a hit to his profits. We can leave the system whenever you like, sir. Alright. Sell some stuff so I can have more room in my space. Do 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 do. Let's see, how many more missions do we have left in this specific quest chain? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're 2.5 hours in. I will be right back. I gotta get something to eat. Okay, I'm back. Oh, looks like our spammer came back. How cute. Opening a channel. We were receiving a distress signal from a cooperative vessel. Do you want me to put it on screen? Open channel. We are on a mission of freedom. Our interest is only liberating the Borg from this damaged cube. We sought no quarrel with anyone, but are now being accosted by the Octani, Borg designation species 6339. We request assistance. We are liberated and pose no harm to you. We only wish to... Hold on, I'm receiving hail from the ship. The Borg have destroyed my people and they will do the same to you. It would be best if you stayed out of the way and let us deal with these monsters. These are not the Borg you know. They are free from the collective. Have ended the transmission and are blocking all cooperative comm frequencies. What do we do? The Alcanti are a species native to the Delta Quadrant. The Borg designated them species 6339. Most of their civilization was destroyed or assimilated by the Borg more than 30 years ago. The survivors have dedicated themselves to the eradication of the Borg. Their usual tactics is to infect the Borg cube with debilitating and highly infectious synthetic pathogens. It is possible the cube is a cooperative attempting to assist has been infected in some of these pathogens. There aren't many Okanti left. They have no home world, and a handful that remain seem intent on fighting the Borg until their last breath. Thank you. Raise shields, disable. If you remember Voyager, the Occanti are the race that Seven watched get destroyed after while the Queen was trying to convince her to rejoin the collective. All combatants are disabled, Captain. Your orders. With a chance they'll be willing to talk now, hail them. You dare interfere? It wasn't even your quadrant. This isn't even your quadrant of space. If you're going to shoot anyone, destroy the Borg. They're a plague. These Borg are no longer part of the collective. They were victims too. That isn't any comfort to all the families dead of the species they've eradicated. Vengeance for your family is a noble goal, but the collective is your real enemy. I can understand your anger. We are not the collective. We do not seek your assimilation. We are here to liberate more drones from the Borg. So you can add more drones to your collective consciousness, so you can work together in peace and harmony. How long do you, I'd say, before we all need to be part of your peace? No, we will fight until our last breath. The cooperative isn't trying to start a rival collective. Their goals are different. I will hear none of your excuses, Borg sympathizer. We've already sent out word to our people. They will destroy you and the Borg menace. You will, if you do not leave the system this instant. If you seek battle, you'd be better served targeting the collective rather than someone you cannot hope to defeat. We will resist assimilation. Be warned, additional forces are en route to the system. It would be best if you leave this system and allow us to repair and continue our rescue operations. Transmission cuts abruptly. They cut transmission, sir. What do you think? Do you think his warning was for us or the Okanti? At this point, I'm not sure it matters. Can we hail any of them? None of the ships are answering our hails. They don't seem to want to attack. Talk. Long-range sensors indicate additional cooperative and Okanti ships headed for this location high warp. They will be here momentarily. Order. Shields up. Maybe someone in this group will be more willing to talk. It's like your species is virtually extinct. Why not focus on rebuilding your species so that you can then actually have a chance at fighting the collective, you know? Damn you. You are a fool. The Borg will turn on you in time. They always do. We're taking our wounding and going, but our war against the Borg is not. They are more than just Borg. They are free. We are grateful that you stepped in. Thank you. While the collective believe that each individual's life is meaningless compared to the whole, we see the value in even a single life. I'm glad we were able to drive the Hakanti and Cooperative away without further bloodshed. I can understand the Hakanti have suffered greatly at the hands of the Borg, but more violence will not bring back their dead. We're ready to leave whenever you are. We found the location of one of the Vodwar subspace hubs. Its best intel is something you get. The best intel is something you get directly from your target. I'd like the Granada to go to the Lingera system and tap into their communication satellite. If you can see if you can find out anything about their battle plans. Sector space, where everything takes a lot longer. Time to fight some more Vodwar. Shoot him in the face with concentrated streams of plasma. We're receiving an encoded transmission from Sub-Commander Sahan. Well met, Admiral. It seems our work for Commander Mana has led both of us to this area of space. It seems we both have talents appropriate for this task. I'm setting up a small distraction just out of the system, Admiral. It should keep the Vaadwaur busy while you access their communication networks. The more we know about the plans, the better we can counter them. You won't have much time. My little light show will only distract the Vaadwaur for so long. Little light show? Nothing you need to worry about. I have everything under control. That's always disconcerting. Stick to the plan. We'll get the data without the Vaadwaur ever noticing you. Fine. But if your distraction doesn't work, my ship and crew are at risk. Ah. Okay. After Gaul and the Overseers were revived and escaped into underspace, they realized their strength alone would not be enough to conquer the Quadrant. Their technology was out of date, their numbers were too few. They drifted aimlessly for 2 years, during which time 5 warriors were lost. Realizing that without aid, the Vaadwaur would doom to extinction, Gaul and his warriors began searching underspace for anything that would restore the advantage lost to time. Teray controlled much of the underspace, but they were still pockets known only to the Vaadwaur. In one of these, Gaul found salvation. He never revealed the details of what happened there to anyone, but secrets he brought with him revived the lost hopes of the Vaadwaur. Contains internal communications and documents. Vaadwaur supremacy will not stop until every world once ruled is back under its domain. Its soldiers will not rest until every one of their brothers and sisters are found and revived. Every warrior will be remembered. Every lost child and loved one will be avenged. Domination is our only goal. Careful data recovery of the satellite reveals encrypted standing orders, tactical data. Target and destroy any ship encountered in underspace. It is Vaadwaur, and we will not allow non-Vaadwaur to enter. Vessels from the Teray and their Voth allies are priority targets. Supremacy captains must make certain that any salvageable navigation data from these ships is recovered or destroyed. Nothing what I read was all that complicated. You guys are a bunch of dicks and you want an empire that's dead to come back, because you can't accept that you lost and move on with your lives and try to create something better than the culture you had before. Like I said, just a bunch of dicks. Dicks in a bag. You need to be careful, the Vaadwaur could return at any time. Satellite containing encrypted intelligence reports. These reports pertain to the other species in the Delta Quadrant, their current status in relation to the Vaadwaur and each other. Defense fleets of the Bomar sovereignty have been utterly destroyed. The bombings of Bomar civilian population on their homeworlds resulted in a 48.7% casualty rate, with an additional 6% lost due to resistance on a ground force. However, remaining Bomar are sufficiently pacified. The xenophobic nature of the Bomar will make them unsuitable for direct use by the supremacy support. Agents in the area have recommend keeping a force in place in Bomar space, exacting taxes from the survivors to pay for the costs of ongoing operation. Information on the satellite appears to be a number of encrypted reports related to the Kabali. Invasion plan of K-Bala 2 presented by Overseer Galek approved. Troops move in. Eliminate the Kabali population. Recover stasis chambers. We predict that the Kabali will offer a token resistance. Enemy contact.
Ship is under attack.
We have a priority transmission from Sub-Commander Sahan, sir. Apologies, Admiral. The distraction isn't working as well as anticipated. A group of Vodwar are headed your way. I'll keep the rest busy. Salon out.
Emergency is gonna fail.
Well, when me and Twin start the Star Trek stream, we'll be getting to Voyager eventually. Well, the Vodwar have been quite busy, haven't they? They're aggressive. They push forward, taking system after system by force. Looks like they're trying to reconquer territory they held 900 years ago. That's the expected behavior. There's something else of interest here. What did you see? Think about it. We expect the Vodwar to be aggressive and militaristic. That's their culture. It's what they did 900 years ago. And it led to the destruction of their culture when the oppressed rose up. But not only did the Vodwar learn, but not only didn't the Vodwar learn any lessons from defeat, they're rising up again, and their expansion is more rapid than ever. So how are they doing it? When Voyager saw a handful of survivors in 900-year-old ships. The Vodwar must have a powerful ally, but who is it? And what do they want? Thank you for helping us tap into the Vodwar communications. With what we've learned here, we should be able to better predict where they move next. I'm sure we'll speaking again. Until then, good luck. Until then. Sahan's light show must be over, Captain. Sensors are picking up a large fleet of Vodwar ships on the intercept course. They will not be pleased to see us here. And get the fuck out! Zoop. Excellent work. The Voyager had to make this journey alone. I'm glad we have ships like yours out there to help us. Yeah, we'll go with that one. All that glitters.
Are you familiar with Voyager's emergency medical hologram? He's quite unique, even for an old DMH Mark I. Now he holds rank in Starfleet in his own right. We've received a message that the doctor requires assistance to deal with the medical situation on an Ocampo freighter in the Shenda system. He is currently en route in one of Voyager's shuttles. Normally I would send a medical vessel, but we have seen a spike in Vodwar attacks, and I want to make sure he has all the resources he will need. Could you go to the Shenda system and assist the doctor?
Time to go hang out with the doctor. Da, 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 da. USS SSU? Ha! Begin all that glitters. We've arrived at the Shenda system, Captain. The stress signal is coming to transport the dead. It's coming from the transport dead ahead. We've received no response to our hails. We'll keep trying. Perhaps our guest knows more. The emergency medical hologram known as the Doctor is in a shuttle bay and awaiting hail.
Pleased to meet you. I scanned your service record before your arrival. You've been in quite a few battles, haven't you? Ever stop to think about the strain you're putting on your medical crew before you charge into combat? Of course you don't. No captain ever does.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
We've been hailing this Ocampan freighter for some time, but we're not getting a response, and our sensors cannot penetrate their shields. Their initial distress signals indicated that they were suffering from paranesting measles. I can treat it easily if I can get onto the ship. Now that your ship is here, it should be trivial to board the vessel and assess the situation. Transport me aboard your vessel, and then my shuttle can return to Voyager. Excellent. Your ship has more powerful sensors than my shuttle.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Da 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 da. Da 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 boost my shields. The Vaadwaur. Certainly have a lot of ships for them. You'd think what they would have done is have fewer ships, but then each ship be more powerful. But instead, they gave them a lot of ships that were all powerful. I mean, from a balancing standpoint, it's kind of silly.
Hold your fire. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur.
Oh, what is this?
Greetings. I am Gaul, leader of the Vaadwaur supremacy. I apologize for the overzealousness of my soldiers. This action was not authorized.
I'm Admiral Nin of the Grandala.
I'm pleased to finally meet you. It appears your presence here in the Delta Quadrant has inadvertently caused some conflict between us. I would rather avoid any more unpleasantness. Would you be willing to meet with me face to face?
Yes, but I found such talks are best on neutral ground.
That is understandable. You have a location in mind? There are not many areas of the Delta Quadrant where my people are not reviled.
I might know a place. I will be back with you in a moment.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise! Is there anything I can do for you?
Hello, Neelix. We need a neutral place for a diplomatic negotiation with the Vaadwaur. I was wondering if you could help.
Diplomatic negotiations? I am Starfleet's ambassador to the Delta Quadrant. I would be more than happy to offer my services as mediator. As for the location, Dexa and most of our people are on New Talax now, but we still have the asteroid base in the Intaba system. It's mostly empty now, just a few cleanup crews, and the Kazon have been leaving it alone. It would be perfect.
Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. The asteroid boy sounds perfect, but for your diplomatic assistance, however, no need to trouble yourself.
Well, did you find a suitable location?
There's an asteroid base in the Intaba system that the Talaxians have been using.
Talaxians? Are there still Talaxian communities? How odd. The site is agreeable. Send my ship the coordinates and I will meet you there.
Coordinates set, and we'll talk
I'm
then.
contacting the closest naval ship. They can investigate this further while we meet with Gaul.
Excellent idea, Doctor. Yes, I'm ready. We've arrived in the Intaba system. Gull's ship is already here. He is transported down. Continue.
Imagine using a medical emergency as a trap. The Vaadwaur have no shame. I don't trust Gaul. He betrayed us on Vaadwaur Prime. He'll do it again.
It's good to see you again so soon. If I might make a suggestion, I would recommend only bringing 2 crew members with your away team. Gall brought 4 aides. You'll have the doctor and myself, and bringing more of your crew down might look like you're trying to get an advantage on it. Gall seems very touchy. Proper protocol will be important. Are you ready?
Beam down.
It's so good to see. Doctor, it's been 30 years. You haven't aged a day.
Yes. It's good to see you too, Felix.
We have a bit of time before we'll begin. We're giving the Vaudwar a fine Talaxian feast to help ease the tension. Doctor, you must tell me all you've been up to.
Oh, Felix, I couldn't. Not with the Vaudwar here. But I suppose it is important that you hear about my many achievements since our last meeting. And my brilliant research was able to prove conclusively. Thus, I began my grand adventure into the challenge of writing Klingon opera.
Well, Brax and I agreed to never mention the incident again. Well, at least not to Dexa.
Neelix, the Vaudwar have finished the appetizers and are waiting for you.
Oh, well, we had better get going. We can talk more later. Do you remember Chef Jolax from the last time you were here? He's the one that has been serving the Vaudwar their fabulous appetizers. Full bellies make for good conversation, I always say. He told me that Gall is a little grumpy, but I'm sure you can handle him. Gall is in the command room now, waiting for us. Jolax should be back soon to take everyone's orders for the main course.
I'm pretty sure they got the actor who played Gall back for the role, but I am not 100% sure.
At last. I must say your Talaxian friends are quite hospitable. But down to business. Our meeting is long overdue.
Indeed, it's time to settle our differences.
As do I. My people are damaged, in crisis. We are already at war with the Cabali, and with you, giving your alliance's support for them.
Now let's try to find an accord that benefits us both.
Do you know why we fight the Cabali? Their world was once a Vaudwar colony, one of our largest. And there is still a large cache of stasis tubes on the planet. Those are my brothers and sisters being held hostage. The Cabali are stealing them, taking their very identities and transforming them.
I'm aware of this. I saw the chambers.
You've seen my people. If they could speak, they would beg for release. This is a just war. I am trying to reunite families. How can that be wrong?
You want to reunite Vaudwar families by destroying Cabali families. This isn't justice.
There can be no peace. Not after what they've done. Are you suggesting we are weak? That we should just lay down and die for them? No. We will not.
No, but destroying the Cabali isn't right either. There are greater threats to the galaxy we must face.
Do not try to pacify me. We will have our retribution. You have my offer. Abandon your alliance with the Cabali and support us. We will be your strongest ally.
I'm not here to start a war with the Cabali.
Peace. You know nothing of what it means to be Vaudwar. You need to understand. The Vaudwar have endured too much to make peace. Do you expect us to forget the destruction of our cities? The massacres of our people?
The food's almost ready. What would you all like for your main course?
You need to understand even the smallest fraction of our anger.
He's dead. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't start the game today.
Does that make you angry, Talaxian?
No, it makes me sad. For Jolex. And for you.
Then we are not done.
An entire Cavalli fleet is opening fire on the remaining Talaxian ships. We've sent out distress signal to every ship in range. We'll do what we can to protect the Talaxians, but we can't hold together against this many ships. What happened? Explain the situation. That's horrible. Do you think Gaul had any intention of negotiating in good faith, or was this all an act? We're giving the Talaxians all the time we can to escape, but it's not looking good here, sir. Some of the Vaudouar have already broken off to pursue them. Your orders? Scan the base. There are two large groups of Talaxians in the storage room. They have the doors blocked, but the Vaudouar are going to get in both locations. It doesn't look good. Captain, I'm afraid you only have time to rescue one group. Fight on behalf of the Romulan people. I shall see you soon.
Time only to save one group? Do not envy your choice. I would go with you, but I cannot leave Neelix alone. And time is of the essence. I'm afraid you'll have to go on without us.
Very well. Make sure to get Neelix.
No, I'm going. I can't sit by and let the Vaudouar kill my friends. I won't be a burden. I promise. I have to do this.
Stay close to me, Neelix. I'll ensure your safety. It's a Nvidia card. I'm not sure which one. I can't really check at the moment. Oh, it's just some spammer.
How do we choose who to save?
No. He's a spammer. I'm not going to give him any more attention than he's already trying to get.
We've saved the hostages, but they may be safer here.
And technically, I'm already in a fleet, so no need to join another one.
What about the people in the storage room?
I've been playing since 2011. Spammers. They never learn. So it's best to just ignore them. They're not worth that kind of effort.
Doctor, you have to save them. These are my friends.
They are beyond my help now, Felix. I'm sorry.
Then we can still save the others. We have to get to the shuttle in the cargo bay.
But you see, you can't ban someone for sending you fleet map invite because you don't have a name to ban them from, or with, I should say. So it's the one thing that will always get through the system.
I've sent a signal to the remaining Telpaxians to join us here as soon as possible.
More Vaadwaur on the way. Defend the shuttle.
They don't really bother me when I'm not streaming, so...
More on the way. If I weren't a hologram, I'd be worried.
There is that. But the person's just making incomprehensible names filled with more digits than you can possibly report, so eventually they get to a point where they're making names so complicated, best you can do is just try to ban part of the name, specifically the part that's after the @ symbol.
Vaadwaur are closing in. I'm afraid they may be too much for you to handle.
The Teray are here to assist. After this, our debt to you is repaid.
That's timely. Here come the Vaadwaur.
The Vaadwaur have been repelled.
I have no other game to really cycle to, that's the thing. Yeah, I guess I could do Blade and Soul.
We are repaying a debt. Our ships are currently engaging the Vaadwaur fleet. It is unsafe for this shuttle to launch until they are defeated. We will return to our ships. I suggest you do the same. We...
I knew this meeting was a farce. The word Vodwar means fool in ancient Talaxian. Did you know that? You thought me a fool who would swallow your insults without comment. A fool who would blunder into the trap you set with the Touré. I am not.
You're the one who did this goal, not me.
This has destroyed any chance of an accord between us. How disappointing. I had thought you would be a valuable ally. Now you are just another victim.
We did everything we could to make peace with you, Gull. You're the one who destroyed it. Though I'd have to start a new character to be able to pull it off, because I'd have to do the opening part. Let's see, at one. I will be... Yeah, probably.
Will not allow the Vodwar to escape.
Ship is under attack.
I figured it was him when he started talking about the stuff in my chat box, which probably shouldn't have been able to be seen by a viewer given the size of the screen and all that. But I was waiting to see if he would try and sell it. I see.
You came to our aid when the Vodwar attacked our home world. Now we have come to assist you. This discharges our obligation.
Thank you for your assistance. Perhaps we can be allies someday.
How could they do something so horrible? We're no threat to them. We've done nothing but welcome them. And he killed my friends just to make a statement. I don't understand how anyone would be so callous. I don't blame you. I agreed to let the Vaudouar come here. I put my people in danger. This is my responsibility. I just never conceived that even the Vaudouar could be so treacherous. They double-crossed us on Voyager and tried to take the ship, but slaughtering innocent people. My time on Voyager changed me. I saw the best that people could be. I forgot. I wanted to forget how evil they could be.
Neelix, I promise you Gaul will face justice for what he's done.
With your permission, I'll lead the survivors back to New Talax. Then we can return with a security force to collect the dead.
Farewell, Neelix.
I've been in contact with the USS Blackwell. They boarded the freighter in the Shenda system, but it was empty. It was all a ruse by the Vaudouar to lure us into that system. Everything was part of this play Gaul wanted to perform, from the initial distress call to his intervention and offer to negotiate. And then he used a massacre to set his stage. That's the kind of man he is, and unless he's stopped, the entire quadrant may fall.
Gaul has shown his true nature. I expected he was not dealing in good faith. But nevertheless, we had to make an attempt to find a peaceful solution to our problems with the Vaudouar. Now the war will continue. I grieve for all who have been lost, and for those who will fall before this conflict ends.
Damn Tuvok and his phantom sandwich. It's like, if there was some way I could... I've seen other people cast Star Trek without the issue, so... It seems that I have particularly gained the ire of this person.
Senseless, meaningless death. I'll never understand. I hope Neelix and his people will be able to find some peace, and that Gaul will answer for his crimes. And I hope our paths cross again, perhaps under better circumstances next time. With your permission, I'll return to Voyager.
Permission granted. Farewell, Doctor. It's been an honor. But going after a low viewership channel gains them nothing. They are not spreading their gift around to people who will actually see it. So in the end, they're just shooting themselves in the foot.
Unconscionable. A senseless slaughter simply to make a point. And he wanted your sympathy? It's clear from your reports that he had no intention of making peace, and that he would have twisted anything you said to meet his own agenda. He's a warmonger, one that must be stopped. Peace with the Vaudouar will not be attained through Gaul, but we'll keep looking for another way. Perhaps there's someone else out there who will be more reasonable.
Know your enemies. The Vaudouar have increased their efforts to control the Delta Quadrant. We're going to have to work fast if you want to keep them in check. I need the Granada to take on some routine patrols. We've marked several systems that have particularly high activity in them. You can control these systems and give aid to whomever you find. Hopefully we can gain more allies and find out exactly what the Vaudouar are planning. Let's see. 4 research, 2 medical. Well, 4 research, 1 medical. I think I'm gonna call it for today, since it's just gonna be more patrol missions, and I'm starting to get a bit of a headache because I didn't sleep well last night. So I will see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to split my gameplay time between 3 games tomorrow, see how it works. See you then. Bye.